We have three main pieces of equipment we'll be working with. First is silk or fabric. It lends itself to a lot of flexibility moves. It has two pieces and you can hold them together or you can use them separately. It'll probably not be the first piece of equipment you learn. So in general, we have times to come 4 days a week, and the official class is Wednesday nights. So this is trapeze. Trapeze works for doubles and single work. There's ropes and a bar. And people ask when you can come. You can come to any of the classes. Wednesday's probably the best for beginners because there's usually more beginners. Saturday mornings also. Wednesdays and Saturdays tend to be the biggest classes, and then the Tuesdays and Friday mornings tend to be smaller attendance, more just people who've been doing it for a long time that are just working out stuff. But it's an all-level format. You know, we have all these different pieces of equipment, and people are all doing their things, and lots of people are available to help you out. So everyone is moving at their own level, and it's kind of collaborative. So feel free to come at whatever time that works for you. As far as level of fitness required, you should be in pretty good shape and not overweight. You don't need to be in amazing shape, but you should be. This is not a beginner fitness activity. You don't have to be quite as flexible as Jen to do it, though. Jennifer's going to help me demonstrate a couple of pieces of technique that we're going to demonstrate on trapeze, but they can be poured into all of the equipment. Moving to the bar. So from here hanging, your shoulders sag up. So normally, a lot of times people will just let their shoulders slide up by the ears. But you want to pull the shoulders down, spreading the upper back. And so they slide down the back, they're engaged. And then from here, you want to work on hollow body. So going to kind of a back bend. So from here, she's just hanging. So you want to flatten out the curve in the lower back, engage the abs, and it would be more of a tucked tailbone, a hollow body, legs together, and pointed toes. So those are the basic concepts we want to demonstrate. You want to show when you're working on any piece of aero. The shoulders pulling down the back is for good form, but it's also for safety. If the shoulders slide up, you're prone to injury. The pointed toes are for looks. The hollow body is form and technique. I'm Mason, this is Jennifer. I'm going to demonstrate basic rope climbing. So, approaching the rope, using the dominant leg, bring it up so the inner thigh is against the rope. And wrap the calf around the rope on the top of the foot. So the foot is making a shelf, the rope is going across that shelf. The little toe pulls up towards the knee. As the foot gets weight on it, it's going to want to roll out, so she's going to fight that by pulling her little toe up. Trying to keep a flat surface for the rope to go. We're going to take a closer look at the leg wrap. So Jennifer's wrapped it up from the inner thigh across the top of the foot. And she's going to stand, just like a little kid that needs to go to the bathroom, and pinch right on top of the foot. So look at that. She's grabbing the rope between the ball of the foot and the toes. And to show you where to grab it, see the bottom of her foot. And so the rope goes between the ball of the foot and the toes. It's kind of like you're grabbing a banana with the rope, with the feet. Straight arms, shoulders pulling down the back. Jennifer's going to use her abdominal strength and lift the left leg up, and then she's going to cross it like a little kid that needs to go to the bathroom. And she'll pinch the left foot on top of the right foot. She's grabbing the rope between the ball of the foot and the toes. There's a nice rope-sized little chamber right there. From here, not using her arms, she's going to use her legs as much as possible. She's going to push up the rope. From there, she'll walk her hands up the rope, keeping her shoulders pulling down, and then she'll release the pinch of the feet. She'll lift the legs back up, re-wrap the rope, and then she'll pinch again, and then she can straighten up her legs. She didn't bring the rope with her. She brought the legs up and then re-wrapped the rope. From here, she can keep climbing, but we're going to just demonstrate coming down. So she's going to bend the knees and bend at the hips, keeping the feet pinched. Don't slide the rope, it'll burn the feet. She'll get crouched down, walk the hands down low, Then you unwrap, unpinch the feet, lower the legs down, repinch. Here you climb all the way down, and then get the feet to the ground. It's important, even as you get close to the ground, not to let go and jump, because this is not a very stable surface to land on, and it's pretty easy to roll the ankles. I'm Mason, this is Jennifer. We're going to introduce the concept of straddling. So, straddling is rope is on the dominant, well, starting out it's on the dominant side of the body, most people right-handed, and terminology is this is the same side leg, and then this is the opposite side leg. This is the same side as the rope and the opposite side of the rope. Eventually you'll end up calling this catcher's leg and gazelle leg. It won't matter to you now, just same side, opposite side leg is fine. The big thing that people mistake is that they put the rope between the legs. You're actually going to catch the rope between the legs as you go up. So it starts out from the ground, the rope is on the side of the body. So the form when you're first starting out is hands will come down close to the sternum, elbows pinned tightly against the body. You can physically move the rope to the side of the body, and then pulling the shoulders down the back, you're going to crouch in like a potato bug, tucking the hips, tucking the back, and then keeping the elbows pinned along the side of the body. Imagine you've got a pin that goes through the elbow, through the torso, through the other elbow. You want to keep the elbows right against the torso, just like that. She's going to rotate her hips up and send her feet towards the back wall, and doing this potato bug motion, you can help use the weight of the shoulders to offset the weight of the hips. So, demonstrate one straddle. So she just opened her elbows stayed against the body, her hips are lifting, and she's reaching out through the feet. This is a straddle. Her legs are wide, she's pushing out, and she's lifting up with the hips, head stays down, arms stay straight, chest pushes between the arms. And she's going to come down slowly as possible. Be careful when you come down that you don't slap your feet off the mat and hit the wood floor. A lot of people won't be able to do that on their first climb, the first time they try it. So you can use your legs at first, and you can jump, and then get a foot to the rope, and then you can slowly reach out, and maybe even have someone help you. And then you should still, with straight legs, try to lower down with control. You might fall, you're close to the ground. Yeah. And the good thing about doing this stuff low is we're on a thick 8-inch foam mat, so you'll be safe. So then that works up to being able to do it in the air. Just going to demonstrate pretty close to the ground. Same motion, keep the elbows in. Rope comes to the right side of the body, and then flipping up, just like this. So from here, reaching out, she'll shoot the left leg up, keeping her chest and head down, one line from the shoulder to the hip to the knee. And this is setting the way to do more advanced tricks.